Testing 1, 2, 3, guys. Testing 1, 2, 3. Ugh. Thank you for your patience, guys. Ooh, I just came on from outside. I went and picked the pizza myself today, guys. Yo, guys, what's up? Welcome back to Vencabot. Pizza in a movie action. My name is David. Guys, this is the 1930s gritty triple feature. Excuse me, the gritty 1930s triple feature. And we're watching 3 films tonight, all from, about 90 years ago. They're pretty fucking old, guys. They're pretty fucking old. The first film we're watching here is called The Payoff. It's from the year 1930. The second film is called Behind Office Doors. It's from 1931. And the third film we're going to watch is Wives Under Suspicion from 1938. Let's lower the music here, guys. Let me actually see if I can't get my mouse and keyboard fixed here, guys. 1 second. So all these films are about 90 years old. And thankfully, during our anime session last night, you know, that was me, Austin, Connor, Brian, Ginseng, Katie, and Remy all watched some Black Lagoon last night. And while we were doing that, I was doing some last-minute research on these films and was able to actually find some pretty decent-looking versions of these films after all. I was kind of concerned that these were going to be a little bit grimy looking. They're so old, right? But I actually found some pretty good ones here. Let's lower the volume if you guys don't mind. Let's open the volume mixer here and pull the DOS box all the way down to here. Guys, before we get started here, I'm going to show you guys my pizza that I acquired tonight. I'm really happy to have gotten my usual Cottage Inn. Yeah, my friend O'Sare from the chat knows all about Cottage Inn, like a Michigan chain. Oh, look at, they got the fucking barbecue chicken pizza, dude. Barbecue chicken pizza. Oh, it's going to be so delicious. And also, guys, as always here, I have the legendary Cottage Inn apple pizza. It's an apple pie pizza. You can get it as a dessert there. Imagine a pizza. It's pizza crust. But instead of having Parmesan and garlic, it has cinnamon and sugar. Instead of having pizza sauce, it has icing. Instead of having typical, pizza toppings, it has pie filling, apple pie filling. That's going to be amazing to eat on later on, guys. But first, look at this movie started. This is The Payoff, 1930. The film, the theme of the night is crime and forbidden love. This is a lot of pre-code films. And back in the day, guys, before we had this movie code, kind of like a self-governing, sort of a self-censorship sort of a thing to make films not make kids go insane. Austin, right? To keep the kids from going totally buck wild. They started to censor themselves and not have so many salacious themes. But dude, back in the day, it was fucking wild. About films about infidelity and murder and mayhem and theft and all kinds of fun stuff. This film is The Payoff, guys. No clue what it's about. Let's learn together. Let's get in there. Archeo Pictures, Nova Prime. You already know, dude. TOS, dude. Twitch TOS. As always, when we playing with the volume here as the film goes on, guys. If you guys see this little bar on the side, I apologize. It's pretty loud. What you like? I'm gonna go black and white here as well, guys, while the credits roll. You guys know me, I like to go black and white when I'm watching these movies. I find it more immersive that way. If you guys want to go black and white as well, it's perfectly fine. I respect that decision. Let's see here. Yo, guys. Oh, fuck. Ah, there we go. Got it that time. All right, guys, let's get in there. This is The Payoff. I'll eat some pizza, guys. Hope you got some good dinner, too. If you guys can't hear the film, if it's too loud, let me know. You gotta buy me a pizza, says Austin. Good idea, man. That's what you think. This film is from the year 1930, guys. This film is now 92 years old. Crazy or not? Decide for yourselves. Let's see how different the fashions are, the language is, and how similar it'll going to be. Is it still a story we can sympathize with? I don't know, pizza's falling apart. Here we go. It's already quite messy. Pizza movie night, guys. Par for the course.
Oh, anything doing? Everything's pretty quiet. Yeah.
Very quiet.
Jeez,
indeed.
Cold, ain't it? About time for long.
Try to fix this.
Yeah, I was saying.
Hope that's a little better. A couple sleeping on a park bench, huh? That you, Austin? You don't need plasma? I got $100. That's sick. I need to actually get this piece off my lap. Whoa! Police brutality.
Oh,
Good evening, officer.
Evening? Why, it's almost morning.
It is? What time is it?
12:30. Say, don't you know it's against the law to be sleeping and spooning around here in the park?
We didn't mean to break any law, officer.
And you, young woman, you should be home in bed instead of lolling on this guy's shoulder.
Weren't you ever in love?
Yeah. That's why I'm paying alimony.
Oh, no. Like this up, Faust. Fucking bonked, dude. Bonked him on his fucking foot, dude.
He's got a nerve. I got a notion to make him eat that wisecrack.
Dude.
Oh, gosh, the money.
Oh, is it there all right?
Oh, yeah, it's there.
They passed out on a park bench, dude,
Gosh,
just
I should
cuddling.
never have gone to sleep with all that money in my pocket. $230 takes a long time
Whoa.
to save.
Do you think $230 is enough to get married on?
Sure.
That's like, what, like
Some people get married on nothing.
$3,000 today? Why's he got that in his pocket?
It doesn't seem possible that tomorrow at this time I'll be Mrs. Thomas Jonathan Brown.
Yeah.
Aw, squeeze me.
Aw, dude.
When you're my wife, Nancy, you better quit working. As soon as I get a raise.
Oh, I got a better idea.
That's so cute.
Couldn't you get me a job at that apartment house where you work? Then we could be together.
Doing what?
Why, at the switchboard.
Well, I might arrange it. I've got a lot of influence with the superintendent. He likes me. He told me yesterday I was the best assistant he ever had.
Oh,
Dude, this is
that'd
so
be
fucking cute, dude.
grand. It's one of the swellest apartment hotels in town, isn't it?
Is
The
it?
shmoney Faust.
And among
That couple
our
mad dick
tenants
he
are
said,
some
dude.
of the biggest financial men of New York.
He doesn't believe in love anymore, man. He's out here fucking
Yeah.
paying
Well,
his
there's one
wife.
apartment on the 10th floor, man named Frank Smiley. Well, I was in there one night fixing a radiator, and they just finished playing poker. And I saw one fella give another one $980 in cash and a check for $7,200.
Where do they get so much money?
I wish I knew. Here we've both been working hard every day for 6 months, and all we have is $230.
Oh, no.
We're lucky to have that.
That's right, too.
This is a straight up charlatan, dude.
Oh, Tommy, I love you so much. If anything happened to you, I'd jump in the river.
Well, Nancy, I'd want you to.
Oh, my
I
God.
can't stand the thought of any other fella having you. Honey, there's something about you that's different.
Well, squeeze me.
Do you guys notice how clear the audio sounds?
Stick 'em up. Stick 'em up and be quick about it.
Yeah.
You want to keep all your parts together?
Oh, you're kidding me.
Come across.
Let him have the money, Tommy. He might kill you. Oh, no, we can't get married, Tommy.
Oh, stay single. You're a lot better off, and you're money ahead. And now not a yip ought to be the one of you. Hold your hands up until I'm out of sight. You want to keep that schoolboy complexion.
You got clout at work, Faust. For sure this kid does.
Tommy, squeeze me.
You think I want to get shot?
What a coward.
Put your hands down now. He's gone. Oh, Tommy, you certainly were brave. Why, you even kidded with him.
I thought he was fooling.
Oh, Tommy, what are we going to do?
We're going to get married just as we planned. I've got an idea. You come with me.
This movie's kind of sick, dude. I'm already totally invested in the plot. He's got to make some money fast.
Say, listen. As sure as my name is Frank Smiley, if you treat them square, they'll be square with you.
Oh, now I know why you gave us such a good dinner, Frank. He's in the market for some jewelry, cheap.
Now, Henry, you got me wrong. I just wanted to give you folks a nice, good, home-cooked dinner.
And for every raisin in the pudding, you'll expect a
Pick the
carrot's
movie,
worth of
dude.
diamonds for a nickel, huh?
Oh, boy, listen, Zero. The film just started.
You know
I'm gonna
I'm
pause, guys,
giving
that's
you more than the...
So basically, the story so far, listen, Zero, is that we have a cute little couple who are going to get married tomorrow. They fell asleep on a park bench together, cuddling, and they had $230 to get their wedding the next day in the guy's pocket for reasons unknown. And they got held up by a fucking mugger, so now he has no money to get married, but he has connections at work. He's going to try to leverage, I guess. They're trying to make the money back fast so they can get married, very soon. But, so we already got some muggings happening. We got some scheming happening. We have a cute little couple trying to get married. Pretty fun story so far. I like it. That's true, Doom. That's
value
true.
for this stuff than you're giving me.
Then why don't you get it at a regular place?
Oh,
I want to give you boys a chance.
This is Emery you're talking to?
Well, come on, let's sit down and finish the rubber.
This is one of his employers listens here. This is Mr. Smiley. This is one of his bosses.
Good, I hope Gene gets here. I want to get
the guy
some
trying to
sleep
get married.
tonight. My deal. Can't get any sleep in this man's town in the daytime. I guess I'm not a nightlifer.
Well, you won't get any sleep tonight either. We've got a date at the club later.
We always have a date somewhere.
Ooh, the life of a wealthy socialite. Cops shows up to wake them up, but there's nowhere around when they get robbed. Dude, it's a fucking... Something's never changed, right, Brian? What's up, Kate?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Rocky.
Hello, Rocky.
Hello, Dot. Who are you expecting?
You?
You better be.
What?
Gene here yet?
No.
Is that the guy that
Why
robbed
didn't
those
you come
dudes?
to dinner tonight, Rocky?
Sorry I couldn't make it, Frank. Say, where is Gene? It's nearly 1 o'clock.
He's out stepping with some high hats. He phoned he'd be late. I wonder what Gene wants to see me about tonight, Rocky.
How should I know?
This guy all smart. Why are you
You're
robbing
his
fucking
right
kids,
hand.
man? Them's a
Listen,
brick
I'm
house.
both his hands, only he doesn't know it. Someday I'll tell him, and he'll get a surprise.
Ooh, so will you,
Now,
maybe.
don't do anything right away. I think maybe Jeannie has a business proposition he wants to talk over with me tonight.
Don't be a silly old boy. You know I love you.
Girl, what you wearing?
Yeah?
Well, don't you know it?
You sure?
Don't you know it?
Isn't it the same movie as that
Gene
other
ought to
one with the
see
spy
that.
butler?
He
Was there a
loves
spy
Rocky
butler?
more
dude?
than ever.
Oh,
remember.
Gene doesn't care. When a gentleman is
talking about,
finished with a lady, if he is a gentleman, he'll provide a successor, huh, Frankie?
Scarlet
Yes, that
Pimpernel, whatever you want.
sometimes reduces the pain of separation.
Oh, and the cost. I wouldn't be surprised if Gene gave us all the air one of these days. Whose play?
It's yours.
I think Gene is getting ready to quit the game.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. He couldn't be such a success if he didn't like it a little bit. Well, come on. Now, what you playing, Emily?
You know, I think Gene likes to think of himself as some sort of a modern Robin Hood. You ever notice he never pulls a job against a man who isn't known to be crooked himself? Wonder where he gets all, oh, pardon, that romantic stuff. When you're in a racket, you're in a racket. Gene has too many scruples for his own good.
Oh, you'd think he was a brigadier general and I was a buck private.
Well, aren't you? Gene's the brains of this outfit.
Yeah, well, listen. I can plan the breaks as well as he can. And any time he wants to take a long trip, little me is all ready to take charge of this outfit.
Listen, how can I think how to play when you're all talking like that?
I'm saying, shut the fuck up.
Marbles, then. The talk wouldn't
What more ginseng?
Hello, Gene. Come in.
Hello, Frank.
This guy's the brains of the operation.
Well, there you are.
What are they doing? They're
Sorry,
working
I'm
with
late,
diamonds and
Frank.
shit?
Don't let me disturb you, Rocky.
You didn't disturb me. I got up to get a light.
How are you, Dottie?
Sleepy, thanks. This is going to be a long session.
Not long. Why don't you run home to bed? Well,
Is
boys,
that okay,
I've got
Fud?
something that's awfully good news. Something you like.
You got money and still thugging, V.
I've
Give him some
decided
sanity.
that our friend
What the
Coleman, the jeweler, should part with some of his ill-gotten gains.
Coleman? Coleman? Gene, if you clean out Coleman, I promise to pay full value for the stuff. Now, I promise it.
Why is Coleman's stuff so valuable?
His jewelry's no better than anyone else's.
So there,
But
it's
he
kind of
ran me
racket.
out of business once by paying the boys 10 to 15% more. He broke me. Boys, I'll give you 20% more for Coleman stuff.
Well, we'll make that concession. Let him have it.
Oh, Jeannie, you don't know what you're doing for me. I've waited 25 years to see Coleman cleaned out.
He's been
Ooh.
getting away with murder for years. Then it's a bargain, Frank.
A bargain? Sure, it's a bargain. He's a dirty crook.
When do we pull the trick?
Oh, sometime next week. I'll give you the layout in a few
What are they
days.
gonna? They're gonna actually
I'll
like
tell you
do a
what,
heist?
boys, I've got something special I'll open for this occasion to celebrate.
All right.
Come on, Rocky.
But, Frank, we can't.
Why not?
We've got a date at the Royal.
I'm not going to the club. Tell Pete I'll be there later. I want to stick around and see what else Gene has on his chest. Goodbye.
Good night.
How do you
Good
wearing
night,
capes and
everybody.
shit, dude?
You, haven't changed your mind about wanting to see me, have you?
No. What's the matter? Isn't Rocky all you expected him to be?
Oh, yes. Yes, but I just hoped that you'd miss me, Gene.
Well, I haven't. You like Rocky. You picked him. Now you, be happy.
Oh, she's trying to fuck around, dude.
Not butting in on anything, I hope.
Not at all.
So this is Rocky. He's the guy that robbed our heroes in the beginning.
Say, we're not going to have any trouble over Dot, are we?
Trouble? Why should we?
Well, you're sensible. I thought you might be jealous.
Of you?
Mm-hmm.
But jealousy implies equality.
Oh, so you don't think I'm your equal, eh?
Not in the least, socially. But that need interfere with our business relations.
Oh
You know
my
as much as I
God.
do, you'd be running this outfit instead of me.
Oh my God! You have to take over in Gene's spot, Dion? On some GTA type shit?
Maybe I will be, sooner than you think.
Oh, be quiet, Rocky. Oh, he doesn't know what he's saying, Gene.
No, don't I? Well, let me tell you something. You're either for your swell society friends or you're for us. The gang don't like it. They're getting fed up on you.
Well, how would you know where there was $1 million worth of jewelry lying around or $500,000 worth of bonds if I wasn't mixing with a little class?
We've got our own crowd to find that out. What are we paying finders for? Dot, Margie, and Emery, and a couple of dozen others. And keeping up that Royal Club. An idea of yours that costs us plenty. For what?
For
you
what?
can plant your ritzy friends. Our payroll's big enough to crack a safe for. You can't be in this racket and have a code of ethics. I never got an invitation to the Queen's reception, but I know my business. We want a leader with a couple of guns in his hands.
Like you.
Well, the gang like me, and that's good enough.
Well, let me tell you something. I don't go in for murder, if that's what you mean. And while I'm running this outfit, you'll lay off the gunplay.
Now we'll make a little poker, eh? What do you say? You know, you trimmed me good last time.
All right, I'll let you win your money back, Frank.
Come on, Rocky. You don't mind, Dot?
No. No, I've got something exciting to do.
What?
I'm going into your room and take a nap.
That's what's up.
Well, who's going to be back?
What's up, Katie? No?
Let Frank be banker. It's his house.
Somebody else can be banker. Every time I'm banker, I lay out more money than I take in.
Oh, go on, Frank. Don't be a piker.
All right, but I want cash in advance. No more checks.
Hey, what's up, Katie? No?
Mr. Smiley,
What's with that,
are you
dude?
insinuating?
I'm not insinuating nothing. But I had a little trouble with a certain check 2 weeks ago.
I thought we were going to play for fun.
Yeah, sure we are. We're going to play for buttons, aren't we, Frank?
Come on now. What's everybody doing? Somebody doing something?
Yes.
Yes.
I
what
raised it
the
$50.
fuck?
What do you mean you raised it? Nobody's open yet.
Dude, this... Oh! They're gonna rob their own money back!
Oh, now, look close, look close.
What? Dude, she's ride or die?
All right,
He
I
brought
said
his
I'd never
fucking
open a little
fiance?
pair again, but I will. I'll make it easy for you.
With the
fellas.
bandana?
I open it for 2 buttons.
Stick 'em up! Be quick about it if you want to keep all your parts together. Now, you guys, all stand up and keep your hands in the air.
Yo, what the fuck?
Well, I'm tired.
This
of
took a
sitting
fucking turn.
Now stand over there and face the wall.
He was such a nice boy. Dude, desperate times, dude. He's trying to get married, dog.
Come in, honey.
Don't call her honey. Oh my God.
Go frisk 'em.
Huh?
See if they got any guns and take 'em away from 'em. Frisk 'em.
Oh, frisk him.
Oh my
He
God.
hasn't got any.
Well, go on to the next one then. Go on, honey. Don't be afraid.
Dion, what the fuck?
You guys try to get funny and I'll shoot. I'm desperate and I mean it.
I wouldn't get funny, mister.
Dude, you know Rocky's gotta have fucking a strap.
Can I help
Put
you?
your hands up.
What did I do with them?
Bring 'em to me. Gee, you guys must be soldiers.
Soldiers?
Hey, you big stiff. Step out here.
You mean me, buddy?
Keep your hands in the air. Come on, be quick about it if you want to keep all your parts together. Go through his pockets, honey, and get his roll.
Dude, this one guy's his employer.
He's got a lot.
Just peel off $230 and put the rest back. Keep looking at the wall, you fellas, if you want to keep all your parts together.
He's got $410.
Just peel off $230 and put the rest back. That's all we want.
Thanks.
Now put ours in my coat pocket.
Don't you think we better take it all for our trouble?
No. Now, you big stiff, you go and face the wall with the rest of them guys.
Dude, she
We
wants
got
to
all
take
we
it
want
all,
this evening.
dude.
Go on.
I respect
Bring your
that.
guys along, honey. We'll leave them outside. Now, not a move or a sound out of you guys for 5 minutes if you want to keep those schoolboy complexions. Come on.
Oh my.
Now, careful. Put on that light, Frank.
Sure.
Now, just a second. Let's see who these birds are.
If you don't mind.
Not at all. I'm glad to get rid of it.
Well, they're just a couple of kids.
Highway robbers.
Honest, mister, we're not professional crooks.
Why, you surprise me.
I'm going to notify the police.
Don't call the cops. I want to tell you something. This guy here is a thief, and he stuck me up in the park.
Oh,
and
don't give me that. Go on, Frank. Call the cops.
Just a minute, Frank.
Wait a minute. Before you call him, let her get away, because it's all my fault. I got her into this. I don't care what you do to me, but let
Now,
her...
take it easy, son. Frank, will you tend to those guns?
Sure,
And have you the villainous-looking weapon that that desperado held us up with? Now, I'm going to let you go, young lady, but don't try any fast ones on it.
No, sir.
All right, you stay right here while I operate on this Big Bertha.
Well, there's nothing in it.
So there isn't. You got to hand it to them, they got nerve.
I'll say they have.
What are we going to do with them?
Hand them over to the cops.
They're gonna get signed onto the group, dude?
Folks in this town are getting too much competition.
What was the idea, son, only taking 230?
Well, because that was all he took from me, and I just want to get my money back, that's all. That guy's a thief, I tell you.
No.
Yeah.
Say, give a look. This kid works here in the house.
Yes, I remember. Came up one night to fix the radiator.
Why, the nerve
you
of
work in
that
the building?
kid.
Sure I do.
Tommy was only taking his own money because that man took it from him.
Oh, tell that to the cops and give them a big laugh.
Just a minute.
Why are you robbing kids, man? That's about the sound
What
good.
was
That's
the
about the
idea
sound
of sticking up those kids for that money?
Well, I was walking over here tonight through the park, and
They had
I
money.
heard the kid talking about getting married and saved up $230 to go on a honeymoon and tie the knot. I thought I'd take it away from him, that was all. It was just a gag.
Just naturally mean.
That's me, Gene.
Dude, Rocky's a fucking
I'm glad
thug,
to
dude.
see you getting onto yourself. Frank, do you mind if I see these kids alone?
No, not a bit.
Sure. Come on, Henry.
Perfectly all
Dude,
right.
Rocky's a fucking thug, dude.
What do you think of those?
He's the precious kid.
Where did that fucking big ding-dong sound come from? Do I have
Say, Gene,
Facebook open? I
those
do.
kids
Sorry,
almost
guys.
pulled off a pretty neat job tonight. They showed promise. Why not make friends with them? You're all right, kid. Well, you've got a little dirt on your shoulder.
Go on, Rocky.
Too quick, dude.
Well, you two bandits must have had a strenuous evening, holding up 4 men. You tired?
Yeah, honestly, a little
No.
bit. I could use a nap.
Mister, you're not going to turn us over to the cops.
Well, it all depends. How old are you?
20.
How old are you?
18.
I suppose you've known each other for years. You're old friends.
We were going to get married tomorrow.
Well, don't your
What's
parents
up,
object to your getting married so young?
Well, you see, my folks live in Ohio, and I work at Gimbel's.
You don't commute.
Oh, no.
How much money do you earn at Gimbel's?
$14 a week.
My job pays me $50 a month, my room and tips.
You have a position. Where are your parents?
Oh, I haven't got any. Not for years.
No?
No. My old man married a widow in Danbury, Connecticut, and he don't care anymore.
I see.
There you go. That's a tech.
Well, you're both sort of orphans, aren't you? Well, so am I. We're kind of in the same boat.
You won't have us arrested, will you, mister?
He won't have us
Well,
arrested.
Now, you committed a very serious offense coming in here tonight.
I mean,
Holding up 4 men with a revolver. That's highway
the
robbery.
bandana's on.
That means 15 years in prison.
Oh, you
Oh, but
wouldn't
we
send us
didn't
to prison
really
for
have-
that
Wait a
because...
minute. I like you. I like you both. How would you like to work for me?
Oh, we'd like it, wouldn't we, Nancy?
Well, I'd like to help you, and I can pay you much more than you'd earn in your present jobs. What do you say?
Well, what do we have to do?
Well, I'll find out that when I see what you're best fitted for. In the meantime, you'll go home with me tonight. I live alone. It'd be nice to have you. Sort of like a family. What do you say?
Well,
Jeez, what a
I guess
creep.
it'll be all right.
What do you say, boss?
Oh, I say sure. But before I go anyplace, I'll have to stop by Mrs. Dillon's.
Mrs. Dillon?
Yeah, I'll have to get my clothes.
Oh, well, don't worry about that. I'll send for those. Now, in the meantime, I'll say goodnight to my host, and then we'll go.
So, Remy, this guy leads a fucking gang of bank robbers, essentially, like jewelry store thieves.
He's awful nice, isn't he?
Yeah, isn't he?
I think so.
And there's like a internal struggle happening between him and his. So this is Gene. Gene is the leader of the jewel thieves. But the thing is that he's like a Robin Hood figure, where he only robs from other, criminals. And he has a subordinate, Rocky, who's a real fucking thug. He fucking robbed this little sweet, couple in the park, even though he's already wealthy. He decided to rob him for like no
Well, Miss
reason.
Nancy Porter.
And he wants to take over the fucking gang, and basically, take on more jobs that are, a little bit more, they're not restricted in scope to, robbing other criminals. So the film is kind of about this little couple trying to get married. Now they're caught up in this fucking gang, and there's like a power struggle happening inside the gang. Pretty fucking fun film. Were people really like that back in the day? I don't think so. I mean, maybe.
The whole blessed lot.
Hey, he's kind of cool villain. He's not even like the villainous villain, though.
Well,
It's kind of like the nicer of the two villains.
Isn't Gene wonderful to buy us all these new clothes?
Well, he certainly has good taste. Everything he bought us, I'd have picked out myself.
I can't help but think of those poor girls down at Gimbel's.
Well, this life may be all right for a woman, but a week of it's got me kind of restless. I wish he'd put me to work.
He will as soon as he finds out what we're to do.
You don't think it'll be something we can't do you, Nancy?
Why, no, he wouldn't expect us to work at a trade we've never learned. I think he's going to let us choose a profession and study it. What would you like to be, Tommy?
Well, I wouldn't like to be a gambler.
Tommy, you don't mean...
I don't know what I mean, but I got suspicions.
Oh, Tommy, you're crazy. I don't want you to mention those suspicions of yours again. Gene is nice. He's been wonderful to us.
Oh, it's Gene now, is it?
Oh, you're jealous and ungrateful, Tommy Brown. I admire Mr. Fenmore, and I respect him.
You're just like all women. You're weak. I hope you're not going to let a few fine clothes make a demi-monde out of you.
Why, Tommy Brown, don't you call me a demi-monde.
Well, maybe you're not, yet. But I'm a man, and I know how these things start.
Oh, you know I'm not a demi-monde.
What the hell's a demi-monde?
Yes, honey.
Well, then squeeze me.
Aw, come on, Tommy.
I know Gene's a good man.
Don't be an asshole.
You know, a woman can tell whether a man's all right or not with her intuition.
All right. If your intuition says so, maybe he is.
Oh, Mousy, has Mr. Fenmore any more socks with holes in them?
I don't think so. But I didn't look in his wastebasket yet this morning.
Oh, does he throw them away when they get holes?
Sure. And the good thing it is for me that he does.
Oh, man, that's sad. A
Well, here I am
demi-monde.
back in the bosom of my family.
I
How
guess,
are you,
is
Tommy?
that some fucking
I'm all right.
Digimon type shit?
How's the little girl Bandit this morning?
I never was so happy.
Glad you enjoyed your dinner, Drew. Welcome aboard, man.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Well, what are you doing with my shirt?
Sewing on the buttons.
Well, now, that's sweet of you, Nancy. She's a darling, isn't she, Tommy?
Yeah.
You know, I never had anyone sew on my buttons.
How'd you keep up your pants? Sew them on yourself?
My tailor does that. But I like to have Nancy do it.
I love to do it.
Yeah, well, just for that, I'm going to give you a present.
Oh, Gene, another present.
Mm-hmm.
Something every day.
Well, it isn't. I've had this for a long time. I don't often come across a piece that I really like, but when I do, I keep it for an occasion just such as this. I hope you like bracelets.
Oh, it's diamonds.
Is it real?
Oh, my.
Oh, genuine A1 stuff, Tommy.
Oh, Gene. Dear, it's beautiful. Oh, Tommy, isn't
Gene's
it
mad
lovely?
cool, dude.
Oh, I never dreamed of having such a thing. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it is nice of Mr. Fenmore.
Yes. Of course, I could tell you it belonged to my mother, but it didn't. And you may call me Gene, too, Tommy.
Thanks.
Oh, Gene, why are you so good to us?
Well, just because I'm selfish, and it gives me great pleasure to see you so happy and beautiful.
Car's waiting downstairs for the kids.
They'll be right down. Wait, I'll get you a coat.
Dude, if I'm Tommy, I'm jealous too, dude. Girl, you ain't no Pokemon. You a Demimon. Yeah, it's definitely a hell of a burn. Yo, what the? Oh, that's a little
Won't you come with us?
cap. Okay.
Not today, dear.
Oh, Gene, how can I ever thank you for everything?
Just by being the lovely little thing that you are, being my little pal, it makes a new man of me.
Oh,
I'll always try to be.
my God.
Coming, Nancy?
Yes, Tommy.
Jeez.
There you are, dear.
Dude, how's Tommy gonna compete, dude?
Goodbye, Gene.
What's that sick
Goodbye.
coat
Tell
she
Eddie not
has
to drive
on?
too fast.
All right.
She's finna have them
Goodbye.
robbing, huh? Also, they also not surprised that the old man was strapped. Yeah, isn't that weird, Doom? Like, Tommy was like, well, I got my suspicions about these guys, but no one mentioned they all fucking had guns.
So you fall for the little girl, eh? I see it coming the first day she was here.
You see a lot, don't you?
Well, I see that she's more than half in love with you, too.
Not in love at all. She's just dazzled by a little luxury.
Ah, don't kid yourself, Chief.
I'm not. She's in love with that boy. She's in love with Tommy. She may not be as sure of it as she was a couple of weeks ago, but I know.
You're awful simple sometimes for a guy with brains.
Maybe. But for once in my life, I'm thinking of someone else. I'd like to see that kid happy.
But you could make a girl happy if you tried. You know, it's my opinion you can't fight love. It always licks you. Now, don't you give up that kid if you really want her.
Dude, this fucking
And don't get on too high ground with women, Chief. It doesn't pay. I had a chance once when I was a young bucko. I passed it up because I thought I wasn't good enough for her.
You're not sorry, are you?
You bet I'm sorry. Made a bum out of me. And later she married a copper. That was worth sacrificing myself for, I'll tell the world.
I wish I could get out of this racket.
You've been wishing that a long time, Chief, but you can't do it. Why, they'd never let you go running around the streets with all you know.
Don't I know it? But you got out and you're still drawing your breath.
Yes, I got out because they all think I'm too old-fashioned with my methods.
He's a gangster too, dude?
I'm safe because they think I didn't want to get out. But I take good care never to be seen with any very respectable folks.
Running around with respectable people is liable to rouse suspicion.
Sure it does. Why, your own gang is kind of suspicious of you, playing around with a lot of swells.
Well, I'm going to give them a good eyeful tonight. I'm taking a rich banker and his party down to the club. They've heard that it's a hangout for underworld characters.
You don't say so. Well, I'll just breeze in and give you and your ritzy friends the once over.
Yeah, do that. Do that, Monty. And we'll have a lot of laughs out of it. When I see you, that'll be funny, won't it?
Bro called her a bot with no self-respect. He opened up, dear. He opened up on her. He let it ring. If someone said that to me, I don't think my pride could take it. Dude, Tommy's kind of an asshole. But this is from 1930, guys. This film was literally from the year 1930. It's 92 years old. Like, older than y'all's grandma. Before your grandma's time.
Tell me, are all these people underworld characters?
I doubt it. They don't look intelligent enough to be crooks to me.
There's fucking Rocky. I fucking love Rocky. What a cool villain. When you see him on screen, you're just kind of like, ugh.
You'd never take Gene for the sort of person he is to look at him, would you?
Why don't you look at somebody else for a change? I think you're still stuck on that guy.
Don't be stupid. He's head over heels in love with that girl, Nancy.
Yeah, well, at least she's got a brain that turns over occasionally. And Tommy's a prize sap if I ever saw one.
He's a prize sap if he thinks he can keep his girl with Gene wanting her.
Well, it's about time for the gathering of the clan.
Yeah. Our Brigadier General knows it, too. He's getting ready to send his slumming party home. Come on, Emery, let's go.
We'll meet you outside.
All right.
You guys are joining us here. This guy, Gene, he runs a gang of jewel thieves. And this guy, Rocky here, he's like a real scumbag trying to take over the gang, basically. Gene's kind of like a thief with a heart of gold. But Rocky's just a fucking, you know, in Dion's words, a thug.
Hello, Rocky.
He really is.
Hello, Spatman.
Yeah, but dude, this film is called The Payoff.
Rocky,
It's super sick so far.
He's outside saying goodbye to some friends. He'll be in a minute. Cigarette?
No.
Oh, so good.
I wish he'd hurry. I'll be late.
You'll be right in.
I sort of expected to see a hold-up or a shooting or something awful in this terrible place, Mr. Fenmore.
Well, I guess it's a dull night. But I know it's one of the toughest places in New
It's
York.
a barbecue
because I
chicken
had
pizza.
to
Oh,
speak
it's
to
so
someone who
delicious.
knows.
Well, I told the ladies that. I wouldn't let them wear their real jewels. I made them take them off before starting out.
Very wise.
This jewelry we have on is real Woolworth.
Yes, I noticed that. But I hope you didn't leave your good things around for some porch climber to pick up.
Oh, no, I always keep mine in a sewing basket in my bedroom.
How original. I hope you have as clever a hiding place for your things, Mrs. Allen.
Oh, I always toss mine in an old hat box in the top of my closet.
A hat box? How
Yes.
perfectly naive.
Such a nuisance going to the safe so often.
This is what he does, guys. This guy Gene hangs out with the upper crust of society. He finds out where they hide their jewels, and then his gang goes and robs them.
Good
Thank
night,
you so
Mrs.
much.
Allen.
Can we drop you somewhere?
Thank you. No, I'm walking home. Good night.
Good night, Miss.
How perfectly naive, Amplitude.
Good night, Mrs. Velvet. Good night, old man. Good night, Mr. Glad you came along.
Thank you.
Good night. Good night, Mr.
Good
Velvet.
He
night.
hangs out with all these fucking...
I want to thank you for a
Socialites.
very interesting evening, Gladys. Drop into the bank tomorrow.
I'll come in the morning.
Goodbye.
Good night.
This is the first time I've had you out, sister. What do you think of the joint?
C'est impossible, je trouve que tout le monde est dégoûtant. La musique est vulgaire. Elle est mangée abominable. Ah, chez nous à Paris, quelle différence. Allons quitter cette place.
Oh, c'est très joli, mademoiselle. Très joli. Que voulez-vous manger? Garçon.
This guy's out here speaking French, dog?
Hello, boys. Have you got the things I asked for?
Yeah,
Chief. You know, boys, you've been a little active lately. Headquarters is getting annoyed.
Well, that's too bad.
This Goldman thing is sort of tricky. My opinion would be wise to quiet down for a while. He'll be in business next year.
Next year.
That's a long way off. How do we eat in the meantime?
We'll get by all right. We don't want to lay off, Gene. This Coleman job's a pipe. What are you so leery about? It's
Oh.
a pipe, I'm telling you.
It's a nasty job right off Broadway. It'll take a lot of planning.
I could crack that dump with my hands tied.
You're wonderful, Rocky. You must be. You admit it.
It's pretty soft of you to sit there and plan these things, you know, but we're the boys that have to do them.
My planning has been pretty successful up till now.
Now, don't quarrel, boys. The money's waiting for you as soon as you deliver the stuff.
That up, boy, Frankie.
And there's a tray of special stones that Coleman always keeps in his safe. He only shows it to certain customers. Get me those and I'll pay you 20,000 more.
Don't do it, Gene.
Well, boys, you know your business better than I do, so I'll be going.
Dude, Rocky ain't gonna
Don't
wait, dude.
go through the restaurant, Frank. Go the other way if you don't mind.
Dion says Rocky's one hate mass.
Right,
Robbing
right,
married
right.
couples, trying to cross Gene.
Rocky.
Gene just out here with the ladies
Don't
and hitting licks
forget
with
to
the
get that pearl
He
ring.
really is.
Because I've sold it already.
Okay, Frank.
Rocky's a mean son of a
Good
bitch,
night,
dude.
Frank. Night. Say, I've got an idea how to get that tray of special shiners out of Coleman's safe.
How?
Send somebody down there that no one would ever suspect.
Who have we got to know or suspect?
The kids, Tommy and Nancy.
No. Those kids are not in this game. They're straight, and I'm going to keep them that way.
Oh, so you're going to keep little Mama pure for your own purposes, eh?
What do you mean by that?
Well, everybody knows you're stuck on the girl. That's why you don't want to pull this Coleman job. She's probably not used to a gangster sweetheart. And you're going to go straight.
Now, look here. Maybe this organization is getting too small to hold you and me. Maybe one of us had better plan on getting out.
Well, then maybe it better be you. If you're too yellow to go through with this Coleman job, I'll do it myself.
I didn't say I wouldn't go through with it. I said it was wiser to lay off. You boys are set on doing it now.
Yes, come on, Steve. Let's do it. Get it over.
Oh, sick, dude. The fucking peer pressure, dude.
Let me tell you, it's tricky, but if you pull it clean, we get away with it. And no bloodshed, you understand?
Say, Gene, you going to be here for a while?
I'll be here for an hour or two.
Good. I want to see you before you leave.
All right.
I'll be back. So long, fellas.
Oh, is they trying to murder Gene? Yeah, the fucking butler Anthony's so cool.
You're sure now that you got what I asked for?
Absolutely, Chief.
It certainly was a beautiful show we saw tonight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was swell. The leading lady was just like you, only not so pretty.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to bed.
Oh, don't go. Gene might come home any minute. Why don't you wait up a while longer?
Oh, he never gets in before the crack of dawn. I hear him every night.
Oh, he may change his way of living now he's got a family.
You mean us?
Oh, there he is now.
Dude, Tommy's got split personality, dude.
He doesn't ring the bell.
He can be so
uses his
cute.
latchkey.
They can be mad savage.
Hello, Kitty. Did
Gene here yet?
No, he isn't.
Oh no, Rocky! That's why I asked you
Hello,
to stay at the
Tommy.
fucking place.
You're just the lad I'm looking for.
You try to hire fucking Tommy for the fucking job?
What do you want of me?
You know, I feel I owe you something.
What's up with the volume fluctuations, guys? This is a pretty old movie.
You know, I guess that was kind of a mean trick I played on you, pretending to hold you up and take your money.
Pretending? You took it.
I knew who you were all the time. Why, I was going to give it back to you the next day.
Oh, did you recognize me?
Why, of course, just as you recognized me. But just to show you how much I like you kids, I've got the boys, you know, Gene's friends. Well, they're going to chip in and buy you and Nancy a swell present.
Whoa, all right.
Mr. Rocky.
We know you kids want to be married and you haven't got much money. Have you got an engagement ring?
No, we were just going to have a wedding ring for a while.
Oh, well, you've got to have an engagement ring. We're going to give you $2,000. Now, that'll buy a nice big diamond engagement ring and a wedding ring besides.
Oh, did you hear that, Tommy?
Gee, Rocky, I had you all wrong. It's great of you and the boys to do this for us.
No, it's nothing at all. We owe it to you. At least, I do.
Oh, Rocky, what a
I've got an
scumbag.
idea. Do you know where Coleman's jewelry shop is, just off Broadway?
Yeah, I know Coleman's.
Well, he'll give you rock-bottom prices. You go in there, any time tomorrow afternoon. I'll drive you by if you like. I'll be going down
That's what
there.
I'm saying, Brian. Too slick, dude.
You meet me downstairs. Now, don't say a word to Gene about this, will you?
Oh, no.
We'll surprise him, eh?
All right.
Good. Then we're pals?
Sure.
Dude, Rocky's a fucking scumbag, dude. Never mind, Gene's a good dude. I thought he put the maid on the job, yeah. He did not. He's trying to keep him fucking pure, dude. That's a really cool shot. That's just a 92-year-old movie, guys.
Awfully nice of you to do this for us, Rocky.
No, it's nothing at all. It's almost closing time. You go in and ask to see some diamond wedding rings and some diamond engagement rings. Don't buy the first ones he shows you, will you? They'll be the bum ones.
Oh, we'll only buy the best blue-white stuff.
That's it. Now here's some money. Don't lose it, will you?
No, we won't.
I'm sorry I can't go with you, but I'll see you later.
All right, fine.
This guy's so fucking funny. But it is Rocky's snake ass, yeah, for sure. Dude, Rocky's a fucking real villain, dude. I love it. I love the power struggle element within the fucking gang. On some real GTA type shit, dude, for sure. But 100 years before that. Dude, everybody wearing hats back in the day, dog. Like, literally everybody had a hat on.
Is there something I can show you, madam?
We're looking for an engagement ring and a wedding ring.
Yes. Oh, I see. Well, here's some very lovely things that we have.
How do you do? I am Mr. Coleman. Is there anything I can do for you?
We're looking for an engagement ring and a wedding ring.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
These are very pretty. I have some very, very nice ones over here. For just 1 second, I'll bring them right over.
My thing, Brian, is that Tommy wanted to work so bad, he's just okay with getting $2,000. Oh, shit. Oh, my... This is 1930, guys. Didn't have like an alarm, I guess. There's a guy with a whistle. It's that night's revenge. It's already that night, dude. Too easy, Brian. Too easy. Got the diamonds. Got out of there.
They got a picture of Lefty Moon. He's been dead 5 years.
Here's a bit of information. Sam Wiseman, the clerk, proved himself a hero in a desperate struggle with 2 of the robbers. Too bad you had to plug Coleman, Rocky.
Oh, he's an old guy. He's seen everything.
You gotta hand it to Gene. He planned this layout like a general.
Listen, anybody can plan him. But we're the guys that pull him.
Listen, 2 young people, Miss Nancy Porter and Mr. Thomas Brown, who were at the store at the time of the holdup, are being held at the district attorney's office as material witnesses. I hope those kids don't tip off anything.
I wonder where Gene is.
They're trying to incriminate Gene, dude. Trying to prove to the other guys that Gene with these kids is too much of a liability. God damn it, Rocky.
This is Dot.
This isn't Gene, this is Rocky. Hello, Dot. Said, come right over here to Gene's, will you? All right, I'll wait for you. Well,
A
Mousy,
little bit jumpy, dude.
congratulate the boys.
What for? No trick to it, no art in it, just machine work. If that's young blood, I'm glad I've got hardening of the arteries. Too safe for any romance.
Safe my eye.
Well, at that, it's the first real job I've seen pulled off in 16 years. Too bad you had to use your gat, Rocky.
Forget it.
You look a little bit nervous, dude. That's pretty much what happens in Revenge for sure.
Coleman is dead.
Aw, shucks.
What's the big idea, Chief?
I told you I didn't want any butchery. Now, you boys get out of here. I want to talk to Rocky alone.
Oh, he's still the boss man, though.
Oh, what are you going to do when a guy starts squawking? Stand there and wait for the cops?
You bumped Coleman off.
I did.
You yellow, white-livered...
Oh, cut it. He starts to holler, I told him to shut up. He reached for a gat, so
He
I...
didn't reach for a gat.
Well, he lowered his hands, and this baby isn't taking any chances.
Didn't my instructions mean anything to you?
What kind of a business do you think you're in? It's the game, isn't it?
You yellow, Rocky.
Well, I wasn't going to let 75 grand slip away from me for a worm like Coleman.
Now,
Forget
wait
it.
a minute. Something else I want to talk over with you. What did you mean by sending Nancy and Tommy in as decoys when I told you not to?
It didn't hurt him when he did it. We wanted somebody who wouldn't be recognized.
And you picked the one person in the world I didn't want mixed up in this business after I told you not to. You didn't need any decoys. You just wanted to hit at me where you knew it would hurt the most. Now, I've stood for you for a long time, but this is the end. Why, you dirty, low-down, yellow, white-livered...
That's enough! You're not going to talk like that to me again!
Give me that!
Give me that gun.
Oh,
Look here,
shit!
Rocky, you-
Stop on me, you...
There's trouble, come on.
Oh, my God.
He's dead. What did you do that for, Gene?
Oh, no. It's going to be the kids. Oh, my God. They was too trusting of a dude who robbed at gunpoint. I wouldn't have gone nowhere with that dude. That's what I'm saying, Dion. What the fuck? He robbed him at fucking gunpoint, dude.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, that was her boyfriend they just killed.
Well, I hear it's been a very successful job. Oh, now, don't be downhearted, Gene, because Coleman got shot. Remember, it's all in the game.
Yes, I guess getting shot is in the game.
Sure. Oh, well, where's Rocky?
All in the game, huh? Well, we out here playing, dude. We out here playing. Oh, my God. Don't go squealing, Dot.
You killed him, you dirty bully. You were jealous of him because he took me away from you. And what's more, you were afraid he was going to take the gang away from you, too.
Oh.
You knew Rocky had your number and he was going to show you up right. You and your mastermind. Ha! You and your orders of no shooting, you crawling hypocrite. You used a gat all right and you killed the only boy I ever really loved. You can't get away with that. I'll make you pay and pay good. I can do it, too. You know I can do it. I'll have you plugged for this. So help me, I'll have you plugged for this. Don't have me.
Gotta get out of here.
Dude,
All
Dot
right, Frank.
has really bad taste in men.
Rocky was one of the gang. You've no right to give it to him. You'll have to answer to the gang for this.
You get the boys together and I'll be there at the club tonight.
On your word?
I'll be there at 1 o'clock, my word.
All right.
Okay.
What are they going to do to you?
I want you kids to go upstairs. Will you do that for me, please?
We want to have a talk with you.
Not now, later. I didn't want you mixed up in that job today.
Oh, I know, but what are they going to do to you? They mustn't. They can't.
Would it mean so much to you?
Oh, Jean, I don't want anything to happen to you. I feel as if you needed me. Oh, I'd do anything to help you.
You can help me most by going upstairs now.
All right, Jean.
Yeah, it's a dead
whatever
guy. Who
you
cares?
are, you'll always be wonderful to me.
Cute clothes. So question, said Revenge. Who rests their arms like that dude at the waist? Huh? Well, I can't picture it being comfortable, but any sort of proper gentleman in these movies always right above the belt like a puppet hands going on, huh?
Why don't
I just
you
do
make a
mean,
getaway, Gene? I'll go with you.
Ashamed of you, Mousy.
Hey, you did the right thing in bumping that butcher off. But you'll have a hard time making the gang believe it. They liked Rocky, so they did.
Well, I'll have to worry about that.
What about the kid?
Bring her down there tonight. Bring them both down. I'll beat this, Mousy. I've got to beat it now.
I love that his butler is an old school criminal. How sick is that? Look at that dead animal she's carrying. She's a lot of fur. Women have terrible taste in men. I mean, look at us, says Revenge. I wish women had worse taste in men, to be honest.
Hello?
Hello.
What's this meeting for?
I was keeping an important date when I got you after West.
This is the most important date you've had for a long time. We're trying Gene for the killing of Rocky.
What do you do?
It's fucking self-defense, dude.
Now listen here, Mousy. What did you bring those kids here for?
The boss's orders. Sit down.
Well, it's 1 o'clock and he isn't here yet.
She didn't hear the gunshot. Plus, she was on Gene nuts for the whole movie. Now he's just hating on Rocky.
Yes, you
What?
won't say that. After all Gene did for you and a lot of other guys.
Now listen here, Mousy.
Now
Don't
pipe
make
down.
She's fickle, dude.
Don't
She's
you
fickle.
guys get nervous? Gene will be here all right, all right.
That's gross, Brian. I didn't notice, dude.
See that guy over there? Pokey Dunn. Spent 6 months digging his way out of Sing Sing. And by a miscalculation came up in the warden's office.
Yeah?
Again, guys, this film is called The Payoff from the year 1930.
I'm all right. How are you?
It's 92 years old. She's still wearing this as Brian. She loves it, man. She loves it.
They're taking him for a ride tonight.
How's Gene gonna fucking get away from this shit? Look, there's something wrong with your dress. They didn't finish sewing it together. I guess I'm gonna take you for a ride. But not in the fun way, like on TVS 2. It's me in Marvelous Hat Company.
Thank you. Well, I'm sorry I'm late.
Sit down, Gene. Let's get to business.
No objection to my standing, is there?
Gene, we're going to give you a fair trial. But if the gang decide against you, I guess you know what that means.
I know.
Rocky was the most popular and useful member of this gang. And you had no right to shoot him down in cold blood just because you had a grudge against
Well, why don't you give him a dose of his own medicine? Show him how a chunk of cold lead feels.
Now, just a minute. You haven't given me a chance to talk.
Yeah, well, why should you speak? You shot him, didn't you?
Wait a minute. Well, let's hear what you have to say, Gene.
Well, in opening, I just want to say that after looking this crowd over, New York is comparatively safe tonight.
You in here, too.
Now, let me remind you that since I've been the head of this organization, there's only been one man sent up. Think that over. And before I took hold of you and organized you, if you don't mind my saying so, what were you? Or possibly you've forgotten.
Oh, may I inquire what that has to do with what we're here for?
It just has this to do with it. My leadership has been competent. I may even say brilliant. And I'll tell you why. I've always insisted that when you go on a job, you come away with full hands but clean ones, not smeared with blood. Rocky knew that I was absolutely against killing, yet he did it uselessly, just because he was a butcher. I've tried to make you use your brain. Anybody can use a gat and burn for it. We've always been successful because we respected human life and thought faster than the other fellow. And most of that fast thinking has been on my part.
Damn.
This nightclub is my idea. I organized it, operated it, and showed a clean profit besides giving us a safe meeting place. But lately, as you all know, I wanted to quit the game entirely. But something came into my life that, well, as the fiction writers put it, something made me want to go straight.
Oh, don't listen to him. He'll try to talk you into believing that Rocky was a traitor.
He was. He was always a killer. And when I called him for disobeying orders, he pulled a gat on me. Why, don't you realize that when he shot Coleman, he put you all in the shadow of the chair?
You're lying. I was there. You shot him down cold like a dog.
You weren't there,
shut
you
up,
lying
you
bitch.
wasn't there.
Steady, Mouse. Now, just a minute. I think we're getting away from the main issue, which is, why did I shoot Rocky?
Yes, why did you shoot him?
I shot him in self-defense.
You don't believe that, do you, boy?
Oh, shit, the cops. Yeah, what's the yoga brain looking for, dog? This movie's fucking sick. There goes Dot. She knows the fucking score. Three guns, the cops.
There's the switch. None of them here. There's where they made to get away. Go after them, boys. Upstairs, boys. Go get them, boys, and
Puts
report
back
back
in.
to
This
me
is
on the outside.
robot here. An evil metal man.
What's the big idea?
Policeman.
Just a moment. You ladies
Guys
and
good?
gentlemen leave this restaurant as quietly as possible.
Oh,
You
okay,
boys
good
clear out,
prohibition.
too. Well, there's nobody here we want. The rest of the boys come in the back. They're looking around upstairs.
Nobody here at all, sir.
They're not, huh? Well, I'm going to look for myself.
It's gonna be the fucking couple.
Hello. What are you doing here?
We didn't do anything. We were just here watching the...
Wait a minute. Can you beat that? They're the two kids we picked up at Coleman's place.
Oh,
Something wrong here.
shit.
Mhm. Take them downtown.
Oh, shit.
Well, I know we're on the right track now. And if I can get that guy Rocky Mosby...
Dude, rest in peace to Rocky Mosby, dude.
Here, boys, take these two
He's
birds
6 feet
down
under
there.
right now, man.
You wouldn't think a couple of kids like that would be mixed up with a bunch of gunmen? Well, they start young these days. Some gang, all right. They might as well be deaf and dumb for all you can get out of them.
Can't somebody get something out of those two kids?
Nothing any of them says is worth a hoot.
I want to land this bird Fenmore for murder, and nothing less.
I thought I could make the old guy cough up. What's his name? The Mouse.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't spill. He was cagier than any of them.
Well, Bill's had the boy in there trying to make him talk. They know the truth if we can get it out of them.
Well, all they'll admit is that they were at Coleman's before the holdup, and they insist that they were looking for wedding rings, and nobody sent them.
Bring that boy in here.
Dude, fucking goddamn it, Tommy's all caught up in this now. This was the most civil police raid I've ever seen. He's kind of walked in there, kind of like, "Where's everybody? Everybody here?" If there's any bad guys here, you guys better come out and say hi.
Sit down over there.
Dude, Tommy's such a dumbass, dude.
I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I've told you everything I know.
Well, now. You've got something you can tell the district attorney.
Not there.
You ready to tell me who sent you to Coleman's?
His name was Rocky. That's the only name we knew.
That's the fellow we found dead in Fenmore's apartment, isn't it?
Yes.
You know Gene Fenmore?
No.
You know who killed Coleman?
Yes, it was Rocky.
And who killed Rocky?
I don't know.
Yes, you do, too. It was Gene Fenmore.
She has a fucking fur,
Your
dude.
girlfriend there just said so.
No, I didn't. Don't believe him, Tommy.
This Rocky was a member of Gene Fenmore's gang, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Say, who took you to the club last night?
Tommy.
Say, you didn't happen to see Gene Fenmore while you were there, did you?
No.
Then you wouldn't know him if you saw him.
No, I don't know him.
You do know that you're implicated in the Coleman murder, don't you? You're accessories. And an accessory pays the penalty just the same as a murderer.
We didn't have anything to do with it, I tell you.
I know you tell me, but I don't believe you. I didn't believe you when I had you down here after the holdup, and I don't believe you now. Now, listen here, you kids. If you want to come clean with me and tell me who planned the Coleman holdup and the names of Rocky's pals, well, I'll promise to let you off easy. Why, maybe I can get you off altogether.
All I know is Rocky gave us money to buy an engagement and a wedding ring.
Oh, take him out of here.
Come on. Go ahead.
This movie's pretty fucking sick, dude. 1930, holy fuck. If it gives me powerful attacks and I can run around naked without question,
Going to the
I'm in,
electric
huh?
chair to protect a cheap
demi-mod,
crook will only
dude?
be
You don't want
caught
me
sooner or
demi-mod,
later
that's
anyway. Go on, take him out.
That's a cool shot.
Get everything they said?
Everything. Yes.
Good. Hurry and get it out and we'll get their signatures.
Oh, fucking Snagford's listening in? Oh, shit. Dude, before you had a fucking recorder, Dion, you had some guy in this room with a fucking pair of headphones on, writing everything down as fast as he could.
Any signs about the place?
No, sir, no sign. He's a cool guy. He never batted an eye when we told him he was wanted for murder.
Bring him in.
Yes, sir.
He's a cool guy, for sure. That's true. What's up, these guys? They got no lawyers, Doc, I'm saying. How you been, Donald?
Eugene? Why so formal? Call me Gene.
Thanks. You know, eventually I always meet the distinguished members of your profession.
Thanks for the compliment.
Just a moment.
I mean, man, do you even know what it means? The fucking
Well.
genius, dude? On some dictionary type shit?
Fenmore, I wonder if you happen to know these two youngsters.
No, I don't.
You're quite sure? You better take a closer look.
Positive.
Tommy, this is the gentleman I referred to, Mr. Fenmore. Look at him. Look at him.
I'm like, no.
That's it. You ever seen him before?
No.
Never.
No.
Young lady, perhaps you know this gentleman.
Don't crack.
Yes, sir.
Don't talk to the police, guys. Don't talk to the police.
Now, I want you two to fix your eyes on one another. And perhaps you'll recall having met before.
This guy's a fucking pervert. He's got tears in his eyes, dude. Oh, my God.
All right, take him out.
You can't use a man's tears as evidence, dude.
Sit down, Mr. Fenmore.
Thanks. Just a minute. You know, when two important men get together, the things they say might startle the world. I just want to see that any stenographers or dictaphones tucked away.
Yeah, very prudent of you.
Yes, important men must be cautious. Would you mind taking those off? I'd like to have a free hand in the conversation.
Charlie, we're going to have a nice little private talk.
Dude, Gene's too sick, dude. Miles was a real one, though. Didn't fold, yeah, for sure. Isn't that funny? I like how I called him by his old school name.
You know, I never saw you before tonight.
Yeah?
Thought you were funny pulling that stunt on me, huh?
You mean tonight at the club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got you, Fenmore. And I'm going to send you to the chair.
Yeah? Well, that's a nice prospect. How are you going to do it?
I've got the goods on you.
Well, if you had the goods on me, you wouldn't be talking to me now.
You planned the Coleman holdup.
What makes you think so?
It was so clever, Gene. It took a brain like yours to plan it.
Well, if that's the goods you have on me, I think you'll have to have something else.
You know, Fenmore, while you've been running around with a lot of nice people, I've known all along that you were the leader of the worst band of guerrillas in the city. I've been throwing lassos at you for some time.
He's a cool guy. Fucking,
I caught an arm. I caught a leg. But what I wanted was your neck. Somehow these guerrillas of yours wouldn't commit murder. But this time, they did.
Oh, shit.
And so you see, I've at last got your neck.
Hey, what are you driving at?
I want you to sign a confession that you planned the Coleman holdup.
Oh, is that all?
That's all. Just a scratch of the pen, Gene.
Just scratch the pen. Send myself to the chair. Well, that is simple, isn't it?
You know, Gene, the real tragedy is not Rocky or Coleman, but these two young people.
You mean the young people I saw here tonight?
Yeah.
Well, what about them?
Oh, quit stalling. You know all about them.
But I don't.
And they're just as guilty of murder as your pal Rocky, who did the actual shooting. And I'm going to convict him.
Well, what jury would convict those two kids?
Well, the girl might get off with a stretch. But the boy's going to the chair with you and the rest of the gangsters we nabbed tonight, just as sure as shooting. Do you know Dorothy Palmer?
Who?
Dorothy Palmer.
No.
No?
Gene is too sick, dude.
Well, she was your girl once. And she was pretty fond of your friend Rocky. We found his body tonight in your apartment after the raid. You killed him, didn't you?
Well, if I did, I certainly don't remember it.
Well, don't worry. The police department's already given you a vote of thanks for that. But I'm going to convict you for the murder of Coleman, too.
Yeah, well, how are you going to do it? Well, what's your evidence?
Carloads, supplied by 3-star witnesses who have turned state's evidence.
You don't mind if I don't believe you?
No, it's all right. I'm going to prove it to you.
Dude, that fucking treacherous...
Just a moment. One of the state's star witnesses, your former sweetheart.
I don't know the lady.
You don't know me, Gene. Oh, don't make me laugh. So listen, I helped land you, and I'm glad of it. And unless you have me bumped off, I'll be reading what you ate for your last meal in Sing Sing. You
Oh, Miss
good
Palmer,
man.
Miss Palmer, please.
Look at her amazing gloves, dude. Ooh.
Oh, goodbye, Gene. And when you see him, give my love to Rocky.
You look like fucking Cruella de Vil, dude. I'm here for you. So where are the other two witnesses
Well, is
you
that
got?
enough?
Well, you played it all right, but one ace won't beat me.
All right, I'll play a trump ace. The kids have already admitted that Rocky sent them on the job and that Rocky killed Coleman. They've signed a confession.
Do you mean to say those kids have confessed to being accessories?
Read it.
Maybe they didn't know what they were doing when they went to Coleman's.
Well, it'll be pretty hard to make a jury believe that.
Could I see them a minute?
Sure.
So what does that have to do with fucking Gene, though? So what if the kids are accessories?
Did you sign that confession?
Yes.
Yes, we signed it.
I leave you folks alone to talk it over.
Oh, another too dumb, dude.
You got us into this. Get us out of it.
The man is a stranger to us. We've never seen him before.
I'm very sorry.
Words won't do us any good. Get us out of this, won't you?
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell him we were innocent. Tell him Rocky put up a job on us.
Yes, Gene, all you have to say is you knew Rocky sent us into that store without telling us there was going to be a holdup. Then they'd let us go. That wouldn't incriminate you any,
Dude,
would
she's
it?
talking so loud, dog. What's up, Jeefy? Welcome
Oh,
aboard,
Gene,
Jeefy.
they mustn't do anything to Tommy. If they did, I couldn't live without him.
Oh my god. He's in love with her, dude. An
Little statement I
18-year-old.
prepared for you, Gene. Read it.
What'd you go to all that trouble for? You know I won't sign it.
You won't sign it, huh?
Not unless you're able to offer me something very attractive.
And what do you want?
I want to see you alone.
Oh my god. Dude, Brian, he doesn't look like he's gonna do it, is he? He's not gonna do it, is he? Gonna sacrifice his own life to save the kids, dude?
Well, what is it?
I want the absolute unconditional freedom of those two youngsters. They're not even to be mentioned in the case.
They are going up, and so are you.
Oh, yes, I am. I'll fight this till doomsday. Jimmies and guns aren't the only weapons I have. There's a lot of good lawyers in this town who'll keep me out of jail for $100,000.
Maybe you're right, but I'll take a chance on it.
I tell you what I'll do with you, Mr. District Attorney. I'll admit everything and take the rap. If you let those kids go.
All right.
Oh, my.
I'll give you a letter that will guarantee their freedom, that they're innocent victims. If you'll sign that.
I'll sign it when I get your guarantee.
Okay.
You mind if I go in there and see the kids?
It's all right. Well, Charlie.
You better escape, Brian.
Don't worry, it'll be all right, Nancy. Just a minute.
Oh, no. Don't do it, Gene! Those dumb kids ain't worth it.
You always have good pens here.
Charlie, I want you to witness that.
Have you got Mousy here?
Yes, he's just outside.
Do you mind if I see him?
Put that in the vault and tell Mousy.
What is the percentage of lines to mind if I see him in the last 10 minutes? Friday brain ain't ready for this, huh? I'm gonna go lie down. Go sleep well, Drew. Have a good rest, man. Hope you have a good weekend. Even a great weekend. So I'm saying, Drew, isn't that sick? Must sneeze, guys.
Well, there's your freedom, kid.
Sorry about that, guys.
You youngsters go on home now. I'm going to keep an eye on you. I might need you. You're not to leave the city, you understand?
Yes, sir. Goodbye, Gene.
Goodbye, Tommy.
Goodbye, Gene.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Everything's all right now, isn't it?
Yes, of course it's all right.
Nothing will happen to you.
No, nothing's going to happen to me.
He knows you didn't have anything to do with it, doesn't he?
Why, of course he knows I have nothing to do with it. Now, you go on home, and I'll call you up later at the house.
All right. Goodbye, Gene.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Oh, my God. He's in love with an 18-year-old, dude. So sad.
I want you to do me a favor, Mousy.
Anything, Chief?
I want you to look after those kids for me. Understand?
Sure, Chief, but how can I?
You're going out of here. I'll fix it all up with my lawyer this morning. But I want to know that they're well taken care of.
Aren't you going out, too?
Not as soon as you are.
Oh, my God.
I know I can depend on you, Mousy. And it'll make me feel better if she's all right.
I got you, boy. You can count on me till they carry me out.
This just fucking hit me emotionally, dude. Who would have thunked?
You're a pretty regular fellow, Gene. Too bad you couldn't have done something better than lead a bunch of crooks. You know, I've been connected with the police department for a number of years, and I've seen the best of them come and go. And you can't get away with it. It's always a losing game.
Well, at least you owe my profession a debt of gratitude. If it wasn't for men like me, there wouldn't be any necessity for men like you.
Oh, dude, Gene is too sick, dude. Oh, my God, dude. Clap it up, guys. Radio pictures. That is the year 1930, The Payoff. Wow, dude, Brian, what a cool character that was. Guys, again, Kino Lorber. This is Kino Classics. A lot of the films we watch here are provided by Kino Lorber. They restore and distribute public domain films. Much love to Kino Lorber for all the support that group does for old school films. GG, Jiffy, GG, dude. Wasn't it cool, Drew? Oh, Kip mode. You just missed frickin' the payoff, dude. This is now it's on loop here, guys. I'm gonna get my hands cleaned up so I can get the next film started. But first, let's talk about it. See if I can get this volume lowered here a smidge. Thoughts, guys, on the payoff. Dude, how cool was Gene as a character, man? Talk about a Robin Hood type figure, right? That's how they described him at first. He's a fucking mafia leader that only robs from other crooks. The whole thing with Rocky as a villain was pretty cool too. Rocky as the young upstart with no scruples, trying to make more money even if it means killing people. That was kind of fun. How was golf kit mode? Yes, dude. Welcome back. Hey, get cozy, man. Get cozy. We got 2 more films to watch tonight. Was that cool, Ginseng? This film was 92 years old. Isn't that wild? We have 2 other films. The next film is from 1931. 1 year later, it's called Behind Office Doors. And after that, we're gonna watch a film from 1938 called Wives Under Suspicion. Because this movie, I feel like, was the perfect crime forbidden love movie, right? Like, it literally was all about crime and forbidden love. This intro is ridiculous. The couple passed out on the fucking bench together and getting robbed by Rocky. Dude, what a fucking gangster, dude. Yo, Dion, Rocky out here just hears someone said they have $200. Oh, $200, okay. That's mine now. That's mine. This guy's a fucking jewel thief, guys. Rocky's literally a jewel thief making, tens of thousands of dollars on a job. He hears this random couple wants to get married with their $200 they have in their pocket. He's like, nah, that's my money, dog. That belongs to me. Oh, guys, watch this. Police brutality. Wait for it. 1930 style. Don't do it. They're innocent. Oh! Okay.
Good evening, officer.
Guys, I'm going to see you guys very shortly with the next film of the night. The next film is called Behind Office Doors.
What time is
and we'll see you guys then. 1 second, guys. Be right back. Gotta get my hands washed here a little bit.
Don't you know it's against the law to be sleeping and spooning around here in the park?
We didn't mean to break any law, officer.
And you, young woman, you should be home in bed instead of lolling on this guy's shoulder.
Weren't you ever in love?
Yeah. That's why I'm paying alimony.
There we go, Diz.
I got a notion to make you meet, wisecrack. Oh, gosh, the money.
Good place for Mexi, holy shit.
Oh.
There's a Tom.
Oh,
block that, man.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow, cockiness.
I should never have gone to sleep with all that money in my pocket.
Perfection.
Oh my god.
Dashing.
Yo, everybody ready down.
You heard it here first. Disney is free.
Sure. Some people get married on nothing.
It doesn't seem possible that tomorrow at this time I'll be Mrs. Thomas Jonathan Brown.
Yeah.
Aw, squeeze me.
When you're my wife, Nancy, you better quit working. As soon as I get a raise.
Oh, I got a better idea. Couldn't you get me a job at that apartment house where you work? Then we could be together.
Doing what?
Why, at the switchboard.
What a cool film that
Well,
was.
I might arrange it.
That's
I've
why I
got
pay
a lot of
alimony,
influence
exactly,
with
Vince. I don't
Superintendent.
know.
Private. He likes me. He told me yesterday I was the best assistant he ever had.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, that's where my second. I know where to change it. It was a pretty fun film overall. But the intro Put your here, intro- I forgot to enter my where password, though.
The
sweet couple decides to rob this guy's boss is pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. Why, there's one apartment on the 10th floor. Man named Frank Smiley. Well, I was in there one night fixing a radiator, and they just finished playing poker. And I saw one fella give another one $980 in cash and a check for $7,200.
Where do they get so much money?
Isn't it great amp to watch all these old films together?
We've both been working
I'm really
hard
privileged you guys
every
hang out
day
here
for
and
6 months and
commentate on the films.
have is
Have some dinner with me. I get to see movies I never saw before in my life. That I might not have otherwise seen without you guys being here, you know what I mean? It's kind of fun.
Tommy, I love you so much. If anything happened to you, I'd jump in the river.
Well, Nancy, I'd want you to. I couldn't stand the thought of any other fella having you.
I didn't get that fucking
Honey,
last time.
There's something about you that's different.
Well, squeeze me.
Squeeze me, ah,
Stick 'em up. Stick 'em up and be quick about it.
dude, fucking
Wanna keep our
Rocky.
parts together.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Come across.
Let him have the money, Tommy. He might kill you.
Isn't it funny how when Tommy robs the other guys, he uses all of Rocky's
Oh,
lines?
stay single. You're a lot better off, and you're money ahead. And now not a yip ought to be the one of you. Hold your hands up until I'm out of sight.
I mean, Rocky... Excuse me. Rocky getting smoked was justified in Gangster world. He broke the Gene's code multiple times and got passes. They gave Gene a trial, but Rocky killing Coleman was cool. Even Dot was talking about getting gunned down was part of the job. Yeah, Rocky's an asshole.
Put your hands down now.
But, you know, all the other gangsters liked him because he fucking
Tommy,
provided
you
results,
certainly
right?
were brave. Well, you even kidded with him.
I thought he was fooling.
Oh, Tommy, what are we going to do?
We're going to get married just as we planned. I've got an idea.
His idea is to rob him. But you didn't sing nice, dude. I mean, nice. You missed class, dude?
Smiley, if you treat them square, they'll be square with you.